So I've seen this go around, not in today, but a few years ago, there was this trend where you'd have a 3x3 and you'd put your favorite thing on it. And I play games a lot, so why not do games for the 3x3? And these are my top 9 favorite games. They're not in order. They're just like this. They're not in order whatsoever. However, at the end of the video, I will put them in order, but I will give my review on every single one of my games going like this, from left to right. So starting with Red Dead Redemption 2. Fantastic game. I love I'm one of the people who actually played the epilogue, and if you're gonna play this game, play the epilogue, please. It's such a good game. You know, it's just one of those games where you can't really put it on anything. You just know. This is my desert island game. How about that? This is my desert island game. This is a game that I love playing. It's fun. The epilogue's fun. The beginning's fun. Probably. Oh, also spoilers for all these games. So if we're getting into spoiler town now, when Arthur died, it's probably the hardest I've ever cried in any video game ever. However, I recently played this game last year, so I don't have that much nostalgia for it. Okay, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You can notice we have 3 Rockstar games. So yeah. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is one of those games where you play it for the story. I've not played GTA San Andreas for anything but the story, basically. Sure, I have enabled cheats sometimes just to have fun. But, you know, I like the cheats in that game. The cheats, it's a good addition. I know that's for all the, PS2 GTA games, but I feel like for this game... Then again, I haven't beaten this game. I'm in, San Fierro right now. However, I can just... Definitely has probably one of the hardest missions I've ever played in any video game of all time. It's honestly, wow. That is such a hard level. Wrong side of the tracks. I was trying to think of the name the entire time, but I couldn't. So, I'm not good at this review stuff. Another thing about it, I just want to say, probably one of the best games of all time. Not my favorite. Favorite and best are 2 different things. One of the best games of all time. The Walking Dead Telltale game series. Only Season 1, not Season 2, 3, or 4, only Season 1. Again, I cried a lot when Lee died at the end. I cried a lot. I think just the first episode, it's a good introduction to the game. The second episode, it picks up pace real quick. Probably my favorite episode, question mark. Third episode, I forgot the third episode. What's the third episode? Third episode is the one on the train. Is it the one on the train? Yeah, third episode's the one on the train. Fourth episode is the one in the town. The one on the train, I think it's definitely the It's just there to get you to the city, I feel. Maybe more people have better opinions, but I feel like it's just there to get you to the city. Episode 4. Also, pretty good episode. I feel like it lacked in some parts. But it was a pretty good episode. And episode 5. Yeah, good game. Now, you might be wondering, why does this man have lightning bolts out of his arms? And there's S2 at the bottom. Well, that's because I couldn't crop in the entire image. This is Infamous 2. PS3 game. You heard of Infamous Second Son? Yeah, this game came before it, and it's the sequel to another PS3 game called Infamous. Infamous 2 was the game that changed my perspective for every single game I have ever played afterwards. Because this game, the ending of this game, I got the good ending, and I'm planning to get the bad ending sometime in the future. The ending of this game is the first time I've ever cried in a video game. And this is probably the first time I've ever beaten a game was Infamous 2. This game is the single reason why I play all these games today, because I'm looking for another Infamous 2. And I found some games that are better than Infamous 2 in terms of favorite. That's a bit of spoilers for my ranking at the end. Infamous 2 is not one. So, that's basically all I need to say. Far Cry 4, next one, Far Cry 4. This game is incredible. I like the protagonist. Some people say they don't like the protagonist. I do. The villain, Pagan Min. Best villain in any game I've ever played. Sorry, Handsome Jack. This could be my Desert Island game, but Red Dead 2 is just toppling. Far Cry 4. What else do I need to say? I think it has a good story. I loved all the stuff in it, and I think this is the last good Far Cry game. That's just my opinion, though. Red Dead 1, which is actually a sequel to Red Dead Revolver, which is not on this list, but Red Dead 1, Red Dead Redemption, is the one starring John Marston. Yeah, this game also made me cry, but it wasn't like an ugly cry like I did with Red Dead 2. I noticed a lot of these games made me cry. Like, Red Dead 2, The Walking Dead Telltale, Infamous 2, Red Dead Redemption. They all made me cry. Anyway, the part where you first go into the Mexico, not when you're on the raft with Irish, but when you first enter Mexico and the music starts playing, probably one of the most memorable moments I've ever had in a video game, besides basically the entirety of Infamous 2. What more do I need? I think the first chapter, you can say. This game doesn't really have chapters, but I feel like it's a game. I did it. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. It's a good game at that. It's a very good game. The ending was, out of sheer shock and sadness, I cried at the end. That deserves something. That deserves something, and that's why it's on this list. Fallout New Vegas. As you can see, it's down here, Fallout New Vegas. Again, I cropped it out because I didn't have enough room. Fallout New Vegas. Let me just roll some dice real quick. Yeah, good game. It's the best game I have ever played. The best. Not my favorite. the best game I have ever played. It has a in-depth story that you wouldn't get in any other game. Maybe Red... you have a good story. Okay. Maybe it doesn't have the best story, but it has a really good story, has a good combat system. I like a lot of the things in it. I am trying to get the endings. I've gotten to one of the endings, and then I just stopped suddenly. I don't know why, but I did. I'm playing the game currently, and I feel like... okay, let me just give you the run-through. This game, and this game, I haven't completed, but they're still on the list. So, Fallout New Vegas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Just Cause 3. Yeah, that was a clean segue, if I do say so myself. Okay, Just Cause 3 might be my desert island game. I don't know, Red Dead 2, Just Cause 3, which one would be my desert island game? If we're talking like you're on this desert island forever, Red Dead 2. If we're talking like you're on this desert island for a month, Just Cause 3. And if you're on it for a few weeks, you can just play this game in 2 weeks multiple times. Or maybe this game. Why am I saying this game? The Walking Dead Telltale, Season 1, and Far Cry 4. But Just Cause 3 has such an open world. The best parts about it are definitely how clean you can maneuver through the air. Luckily, we have all the DLCs. I'm planning to play it on the channel sometime in the future. I don't know, when I can finally make a video over 15 minutes. I think this game has some pizzazz that no other game has. It's also very saturated. I don't mean that as a bad thing. I just mean some of these games are pretty brown. Just saying. They're as brown as, sand. It's sandy sand. Brown is, look at this. You see the title? Yeah, it says brown the world is. Although there is some, there is a vault in this game. I'm continuing to talk about Fallout New Vegas. We're on Just Cause 3, and I'm continuing to talk about Fallout. There is a vault in this game that has so much story just in the vault. It's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, so we're still on Just Cause 3. Actually, let's skip. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. All I need to say is I beat Mike Tyson. That's all I need to say. In this game, I have beaten Mike Tyson once. I can't do it again. I got really lucky and only done it once. Anyway, let's rank them. You know what, let me continue talking about this game. This game isn't a fighting game like Mortal Kombat or something. This game is one of the best because it turned every single enemy into a puzzle that you must... It's a puzzle game! It's a puzzle boxing game. That's what Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is. Anyway, we're running low on time. Let's do this. I'm going to rank from lowest to greatest on my top 9. Doesn't mean they're bad games, just means this is my personal opinion. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Sorry, but it's number 9. Just Cause 3. I think all you need to know is I kept talking about Fallout New Vegas while talking about Just Cause 3. So Just Cause 3 is number 8. Fallout New Vegas is number 7. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is number 6. Number 5 is The Walking Dead Telltale game. Number 4 is Far Cry 4. Number 3 is Infamous 2. Number 2 is Red Dead 1. And number 1 is Red Dead 2. I love that game.